For forfeiture of shares. We have discussed the basic journal entry for forfeiture of shares. And the journal entry is share capital account debit, because you are cancelling the shares. That's why cancelling the shares means that your share capital will get reduced. Now, there will be two types of stages. One, you have received the money, and one you have not received. So whichever amount you have not received, that you will be writing in this journal entry. You will be crediting that account. And same, if you have received some amount, that received amount will be transferred to share forfeiture account. That received amount will be transferred to share forfeiture account. So I hope this journal entry is clear to all of you. Now see this question. X Limited issued 1000 shares of ₹10 each, payable as ₹3 on application, ₹3 on allotment, ₹4 on first and final call. So face value is ₹10 and issue price is how much? Yes, very good. Very good, very good. Now all the shares were applied and amounts duly received. So you have received applications for how many shares? You have received applications for how many shares? Yes, very good. Nanika, listen the question carefully. I am asking number of applications received. Some are telling application money. I am asking number of shares, not money. Yes, very good. Yes, number of applications received is 1000. All the shares were applied. So all the shares were applied means that whatever you have issued, you have received applications for that much shares. So because you have issued 1000 shares, you will be receiving applications for 1000 shares. And amounts duly received. Amounts duly received means whatever the amount is due. It may be allotment, it may be first call, it may be final call, whatever it is, you have received all the amounts also. Right now, see Nanika, you are confusing two things. I am just simply asking how many applications you have received. At the time of application, the shareholder will not be saying that I will not be paying you first call money. At the time of application, everyone will be giving you application along with application money. So how you will be knowing in advance that I will not be receiving 100 final call money for 100 shares? First, listen the question carefully and then try to answer the question. Okay. Now, so you have received all the amounts, but except first call on 100 shares. So 100 shares have not paid you first call. This is the information given in the question. Now, Directors decided to forfeit shares. Give journal entries. So directors have finally decided that we will be forfeiting these shares. So you have been asked for the journal entries. First entry will be simple journal entry. It is bank account debit to equity share application account. Because type of share is not mentioned in the question, we will be assuming it as equity share. Now you have received application for 1000 shares and 1000 multiplied by application money. What is the application money per share? Application money per share, rupees 3. Fine. So it will become rupees 3000. So application money is 3000. Then this application money will be transferred to capital account 3000 and 3000. So 3000 is your capital now. Then afterwards allotment money will become due. Allotment money is 3 rupees per share. Again 3000 will become due. And 3000 will be transferred to capital account. Because you have received all the amount due on allotment. So that's why your bank account amount will be also 3000. There is no such share who was not paid you allotment money. So you have received allotment money in total. Now your first and final call will be due. There is only one call, that is first and final call of rupees 4 per share. So here I will make some change. Equity share first and final call account debit to equity share capital account at the rate of 4. The amount will become due 4000. Yes, please. Till here, any confusion in any amount, let me know that. These are very simple journal entries. You are well versed with this. Okay. Now see, question is saying that you have not received first and final call money on 100 shares. Tell me the amount, how much amount you have not received. Yes, very good. Very good, very good. Very good. So because 100 shares has not paid you first call money and it is rupees 4 per share, that's why it will become 400. That's why it will become 400. Rupees 4 per share is the first and final call amount. It will be multiplied by this 100 shares which you have not paid, which have not paid you money. So 400 you have not received out of total amount due is 4000. So finally the amount received will be how much? Out of 4000 you have not received 400. So how much amount you have received? Yes, very good. So final amount received is 3600. $3,600. Now question is saying that directors have decided to forfeit the shares. Obviously the legal requirements which are required have been completed. They might have been given reminders various times. They might have been given sufficient time to pay back. But if they are not paying, directors may decide to forfeit the shares. So that is not our part. We have to just pass the entry for forfeiture. Now I have to forfeit how many shares? First decide the number of shares which I have to forfeit. I have to forfeit 1000 shares, 900 shares or 100 shares. Yes, very good. Very good, very good. So 100 shares I will be forfeiting. Mayank, be careful. Listen my question carefully. See, which shares you will be forfeiting? The shares which have not paid you any installment. So 100 shares have not paid you the first call. That's why you will forfeit only 100 shares. Others also 900 have paid you full amount. Why you clear? So now coming to this part. So when I will be forfeiting, my capital will get reduced. Share capital account. Debit. Share capital account debit. Amounts we will do later. I have to tell you certain rules. 2. Now, which installment has not been paid? Which installment has not been paid? Yes, very good. It is first and final call which has not been paid on 100 shares. So 2, I will write here better equity share capital. Equity share capital 2, equity share first and final call. So this amount has not been received. Now some amount has been received. So that amount will be transferred to which account? Whatever we have received. Yes, very good, very good, very good. To share forfeiture account. It is a common account. It will not be having equity or preference words. So equity share capital account debit, to equity share first and final call account, to share forfeiture account. So I hope journal entry is clear to each and everyone. First thing over the journal entry only. Journal entry is clear. Okay. Now coming to the amount section, and now please listen very carefully the rules. Please listen it very carefully, step by step, which I am telling. First, see share forfeiture account. Sir, could not be write calls in areas for money not received in this entry. If I would have opened here calls in areas account in this entry, then I will be writing here calls in areas. One question is there, can we write calls in areas? So if I would have done here calls in areas debit 400 and this amount will become then 4,000, means we are opening calls in areas account in bank entry. Then here instead of first and final call account, you will be writing calls in areas. Then you can write. So it depends on how you are recording. So because I have not opened that account, that's why I am writing it equity share first and final call account. Okay. So first see share forfeiture account. Share forfeiture account is the amount which you have received. Now there are 3 stages in the question: application, allotment, and first call. 100 shares have not paid you first call. So which installment they have paid? Out of 3 installments, listen question carefully, Arya. I am saying out of 3 installments, they have not paid you first call. So which installments has been paid on 100 shares? Yes, very good. Very good. I again repeat my question. Yes, very good. 100 shares have not paid you first call. So which installments they have paid? They have paid you application money, they have paid you allotment money. So what amount they have paid on one share? On one share, what amount they have paid you? Rupees 6. 3 rupees application, 3 rupees allotment. So means they have paid you total amount 600. So that 600 will not be returned to them. Even if you are forfeiting and cancelling their shares, this amount which they have paid you, it will not be returned back to them. It will be transferred to a separate account named as share forfeiture account. Now, how much amount they have not paid you? How much amount they have not paid you? That we have already calculated. They have not paid us 400 on first and final call. Yes, both amounts are clear. Both amounts are clear. Okay. Now listen very carefully about the share capital account, because this is the very important amount in this journal entry. Most important amount in this journal entry, I would say. And listen its rule. What is its rule? One concept we have discussed in the beginning called up value. Do you remember called up capital? Do you remember called up capital? The capital, the part of capital which has been made due by the company. The part of capital which has been made due by the company. Now there are three parts of the capital. One is application, one is allotment, and one is first and final call. So see, you have done application money due. This is the application money due entry. Then afterwards, you have made allotment money due. So this is the allotment due entry. And afterwards, you have made first and final call also due. Afterwards, you have made first and final call also due. So means you have fully called up the capital. You have fully called up the capital. And what is the amount of per share capital? Rupees 10. What is the amount of per share capital? Rupees 10. So means it has been fully called up. Rupees 10 has been fully called up. In the share capital account, you will be always writing the part of capital which has been called up by the company. So because I am forfeiting 100 shares and the called up value is rupees 10. Remember the rule, please. Called up value is rupees 10. Why I am writing 10 here? Because of called up value. So it will become 1000. Here you will be always writing called up value. Remember this rule. We will do its practice in the next lecture also.